Okay. Do you want to play Eat and Grow?
Um,
Well, the two of you are sitting on the floor of an enormous bird cage made of gossamer thin fiberglass.
Is gossamer a description of thinness?
I don't know. Probably not.
so well,
I think it's a
often no,
material.
it often is.
I thought it was like a material.
It is a
It is a
material, and it's
material.
a very thin material, so people
Um,
use it to describe
with you in
thinness.
this bird cage are an issue of Pepsi Weekly,
Mhm,
an issue of Pepsi Monthly,
mhm.
an issue of Pepsi Centennially, and a large bear.
A large bear.
I feel like the weekly edition of the Pepsi pamphlet is going to have the most Pepsi information. So I'd like to consume that, please.
Okay, you eat the issue of Pepsi Weekly and you gain 2 size.
Love it.
I'm just gonna walk in between the bars of the cage.
Yeah, you make your way towards the edge of the cage, and the bars flutter about you as if they aren't even there. You can easily exit the cage. Um,
I sneak up from behind the bear.
what?
I'm sneaking up on the bear
You're
from
sneaking
behind.
up from behind the bear.
Uh-huh.
The bear super notices you. It is wearing mirrored sunglasses. They have not only are they mirrored on the front, they have little mirrors extending to the back that sometimes you can get for like if you're on a bicycle and you want to see people behind you, like rear view mirrors, but they're on sunglasses.
Mhm.
The bear sees you and says, "What are you doing?"
I scramble towards the sunglasses.
It's
want
like,
to
no,
eat
no, no, no,
them."
hey, I got these from my mom. It was a gift. What?
I'm reaching for them and I'm like inching them towards my mouth.
Uh, uh, okay. Um, okay. Let me cut you a deal. Some prankster glued my ass to the bottom of this bird cage, and I would really like to read the Pepsi Monthly over there. If you can get that to me, would you accept, get, can you get me the magazine, and then I will give you the glasses?
The DS for the monthly one. Sterling ate the weekly one. Yeah, okay. I pick up the Pepsi magazine and give it to him.
Oh, excellent. I cannot wait to hear about the new flavors. He hands you the sunglasses.
I do eat them.
He Alright, you gain 1 size and the status reflective. The bear takes a second pair of glasses. These ones bifocals, obviously meant for reading, out of his back pocket, which you didn't notice he had until now, but he is wearing big old Jenko jeans. And he begins flipping through the magazine contentedly. He says, "Oh, by the way, we've made our transaction. I don't expect anything else from you. But if you happen to find someone who has like acetone or something that can remove glue, I would really appreciate it because this magazine is really great. But I would like to move at some point. Anyway."
Wouldn't we all?
And also, no rush. This thing is like 170 pages long, and it's fucking dense. A lot can happen in Pepsi World in the month, you know.
Hmm.
Um,
I'm going to walk up to the what every time
Sterling,
every
you were
time he turns a page.
Sterling, you
I
were
do.
at 4 size. Alex, you were at 2.
Every time he turns a page,
Cool.
I'm going to rip it out of the magazine and eat it.
Wait, no, you are not. No. And you try to do this, and he. All lines of Pepsi can come and go on the weekly. This is true. Pepsi garlic and onion was not was not a very long lasting. I think that lasted for maybe 6 hours, and then they took it off the market.
It's very rare now. It goes for a very high selling.
All
Pep-
Pepsi and Pringle flavors are interchangeable.
Pepsi extra cheese, however, has been going strong for 6 millennia now.
I think that's how old Pepsi is.
No. Pepsi's eternal. Pepsi's way older than 6,000 years. But Pepsi extra cheese is their longest running flavor.
So I meant to type Pepsi Foundation, but instead I typed Pepsi Origin and got a much funnier answer.
Hi, Passat TV.
Well,
We're
Pepsi
playing a very
Foundation.
strange game that I invented. So
Yeah, Pepsi Foundation is the brand of makeup that I wear.
and on that note,
Wait, Pepsi was invented in 1893. It was called Brad's drink.
you didn't know about this? You didn't know about Brad and his famous drink?
I did not know about Brad's drink.
Okay, so, Alex, or Sterling, would you like to describe your hollow?
No, not yet. I
All
haven't
right,
decided.
okay. Sterling, got any inklings about what sort of dude you're playing?
I'm having an incredibly difficult time focusing, so
That's
let's
fair.
just go with, TV static. TV static.
What if you were a CRT, which is constantly displaying static,
Yeah,
and you just
that's
eat
it.
things by putting them into your screen?
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah,
I cannot.
Yeah, you're a little staticky CRT with little arms and legs.
That's a great image.
Okay, so Alex and CRT. Alex, I'm just gonna refer to you as Alex until you decide what your character is.
Mm-hmm.
Alex and CRT. Ahead of you, you can see the Pepsi Foundation, a makeup store.
Right.
Does
it only sell Pepsi brand foundation?
It sells a whole range of Pepsi brand cosmetic products.
This website is measuring Pepsi sales amounts in gallons
That's
instead of mil cost.
in gallons. I don't even know how much that is in terms of bottles.
Yeah, it's like, how am I supposed to know how much you actually sold if you're telling me it was 20,000 gallons?
I mean, it'd be funny if it's just one big jug of Pepsi.
Inside this store, you can see rows upon rows of Pepsi branded cosmetic products, all of which have little stickers all over them that say edible. You can see in row 3 there is a disgruntled looking mongoose in a Pepsi hat and apron who is painstakingly peeling off all of the stickers that say edible.
I start eating the stickers that say edible.
I was just about to say that.
All right. The two of you start working your way down aisle 7, eating edible stickers. One aisle will get you one aisle each, or half an aisle each, will get the both of you 5 size and the status sticky.
Woo!
Sticky. I'm sticky and reflective, which is a very bad combination visually.
Twitter.
Alex,
That's Twitter.
Alex, you are at 7 size. Kurt, you are at
Kurt.
8. No. Yeah, 9. 7 and 9.
I will immediately forget this number.
Okay, yeah, it doesn't matter. The mongoose gives you a shy little wave and says, "Hi, welcome to the Pepsi Foundation, where Pepsi is our foundation." Alex, did you say something?
I didn't.
Is our
Greetings,
foundation.
small one.
Uh,
Why do you look so distraught?
What the hell?
Some fucking prankster came in here and put edible stickers on every single one of our products. You should not eat these. They will like super do bad things to you. Wait, hold on. Hey, what happened to the stickers in aisle 7?
I ate
I'd
them.
like to start eating
Oh,
products directly.
Oh,
This guy.
okay. Oh, I understand. Okay, all right. Okay. Hey, yeah, all right. Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess it's fine then. Just like find something to trade the manager for the stickers, cuz she bought them. That she bought them for her side business, which is plums, but she kept them in the back room of this establishment. I don't understand it. Hey, TV guy, what's your name? Actually,
TV.
okay. I don't know why. Hey, what's your name, by the way? Thanks for taking care of an aisle for me. I appreciate that.
You may call me Stump.
Stump. Okay, thank you so much, Stump, for taking care of aisle 7. It's been really great meeting you, but I do need to get back to removing these because if someone other than you comes in...
While he's talking, I pick up a floor tile and put it in my mouth.
Alright, you eat a floor tile, you gain 2 size, you are now at 9, and you gain the status kind of clean.
So I'm sticky and kind of clean.
Yeah, I mean, like, I think those two can coexist.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, cleaning products are sticky sometimes.
This is true.
I think I need to eat some shelves.
Okay, alright. You are not big enough to yet to eat, like, a shelf that spans an entire aisle, but you can't, if you... you can try and cast some. You can try and do something to make the shelf small enough to eat.
No, this is not a problem. I'll just start eating Pepsi Foundation products until I'm big enough to eat the shelf.
Okay. You're currently in aisle 7. Well, you're in between aisle 7 and 8. Aisle 7 has a sign over it that says chunky, and 8 says smooth.
I'm going to go outside.
Those don't seem like.
And I'm going to climb on the roof
for non-edible things. However, I'm cool with chunky.
Okay. You start shoveling tubs and tubs of Pepsi brand chunky foundation into your screen. You gain 3 size up from 9 to 12, and the status chunky, I suppose. Alex, you're on the roof of the establishment.
Yeah. I'm now that I'm on the roof, I want to climb up this. I want to climb up Pepsi Foundation's orbital column.
Okay. Yeah. Normally I would ask for some sort of cast here to assist with this process, but you are sticky, so you can
very sticky.
You can clamber up it pretty dang easy. Are you going all the way to ionosphere, or like just trying to get the lay of the land?
I'm going up.
Okay, all the way up. As up as the orbital column goes?
Yes.
Okay. You reach the orbital you reach the top of the orbital column in a matter of feet. And at the top, there's a charming little like rooftop cafe bistro type thing. It's like outdoor dining. Everyone's sort of everyone's in moderately fancy dress. There's this must be its most popular time of day because there are a lot of people at the tables brunching. It might be brunch, but you know, you can't tell. There isn't like any indicator of time. But you are now inside a bustling restaurant. It's so busy. Waiters and servers hopping to and fro across stones suspended in the air to avoid crowding the floor. What do you do? Also, Nos wants to know what Stump looks like, Sue.
I don't know yet.
Yeah,
Get to me later. I'm going to go up, and I'm gonna read the menu of this place.
Okay. So you walk up to the counter, and while Stump is reading the menu, Kurt, what are you doing? Kurt TV.
Eating shelves.
Eating shelves.
Eating shelves.
Eating shelves. You eat the shelves that make up rows aisles 7, 8, and 9. You gain 10 size.
Yeah, baby.
And the status foundational.
This is starting to be a really thick TV.
A very thick TV. This is, you've heard of a flat screen. This is a fucking fat screen.
We're getting to movie theater size.
My headcanon is that
That's
Kurt
the real goal.
is a CRT TV that has no apparent method of ambulation, but does leave behind a trail of slime wherever they go. Yeah,
Oh,
do you
absolutely.
got
That's
little
the
legs,
ideal form.
little legs, little feet, or are you just sort of sliding along the ground, absorbing things?
Hovering, like
Hovering.
some kind of being.
Hell yeah, like some kind of being might do. The mongoose employee here is starting to look a little bit troubled at the amount of the establishment that you are consuming. Stump, on the menu you can see lobster thermidor, lobster ceviche, lobster soup, lobster gumbo, cake.
Just cake?
Cake.
Just cake.
And Dr. Pepper Light. This is just the part of the menu you can see. The rest of it is obscured by magical shadow.
Right.
It's very tall. The menu extends very high. But there is a sign that says "Do not climb."
That sounds like a challenge.
It does. What should I do? I am going to. What are there like?
Yeah, you're presently at the bar. There are some bar stools. There is a big old bear behind the counter washing some glasses. She's wearing an apron. She has her hair up in a bun, like a cute sort of a messy bun. She has big old glasses with like a chain hanging off the back of them.
Consideration.
Big fucking burly mustache. Mutton chops.
Oh, excellent.
I'm just gonna continue describing this woman's facial hair until you say something. Soul patch. A soul patch.
I think you're gonna run out.
with like a goatee under the soul patch detached from it. It's very hard to tell
like-
because she does have fur all over her face, being a bear. But you can sort of tell there's a gap between the soul patch and the goatee.
Yeah, this has just become.
Oh no, we can't
how
hear
many-
Alex. Alex, we super can't hear you.
Oh.
This is why I'm continuing to describe this bear woman's facial hair. I thought it was a little strange that Alex wasn't saying anything at all.
That he had no reaction to.
Alright,
anything.
while we're waiting for Alex to clear up his Discord stuff, let's shoot back down to the floor of this establishment. You're currently sitting pretty at 22 size. You have the statuses sticky and foundational.
Which don't seem like they go together.
Oh,
but
sticky, chunky, and foundational.
Am I big enough to eat this whole building yet?
No, you are not.
If I consume more corporate components, will I be large enough?
You eat the shelves that compose the rows 10, 11, and 12. You gain 10 more size, up to 32. And you are now large enough to eat the entirety of the Pepsi Foundation, a makeup store.
Just the mongoose.
Sorry?
How many people are in here? Just the mongoose?
The mongoose, and you heard them mention their manager in the back room.
Okay, I'd like to pick up the little mongoose and gently place him outside.
You pick up the mongoose, and they sort of, what is happening? Why is okay. This is just how it goes, I suppose. Sometimes. This is why businesses don't last anymore. They're just sort of muttering to themselves as you place them outside the Pepsi Foundation, a makeup store.
Alright, I'm gonna make a solid attempt to go find the manager and gently place them outside before eating this building.
Alright, you are quite large, but you reach into where you assume the back room is, and you hear a, "Hey! What? Hey! Kirby! Kirby, is there a goddamn hollow in the store again?" And you manage
This
to
does
get
not
up...
deter this CRTV.
Sorry?
This does not deter this CRTV.
No. Yeah. Hi, Alex. I think Alex?
No.
No? Okay. Maybe not.
Alex missing hours.
You, managed to extract the manager from the back room. She's a big old mantis lady.
Mantis.
A mantis. She is larger than Kirby, the mongoose.
Kurt.
You place her outside with Kirby, and proceed to eat the store. You consume the entirety of the Pepsi Foundation, a makeup store. You gain so many statuses it's not worth mentioning. Because there are a lot of different things in a store. But you do also gain 50 size, bringing you up to a total of 82. And the orbital pillar begins to tip over.
Oh, I forgot about that part. That doesn't seem like it's 100% my problem. Wait, okay.
Sorry, you're chopping
And it
up
was
a
only
lot. Hold on.
attached to the store.
What?
Okay, is that any better?
Yeah, I think it was just a momentary.
Can you hear me any better?
A little better. I think it was just a momentary internet
Okay.
problem. Yeah.
Oh, that seems certain.
The orbital pillar was attached to the roof of the store, and with the store consumed, it is beginning to tip over
What was the store attached to?
the ground.
Okay, so if do I have a condition that would allow me to attach the pillar to the floor?
That's a good question. I think a better question would be, have you eaten anything that would allow you to cast a spell to affix the pillar to the floor?
Well, that is an excellent question. What's inside of a store?
Well, even just, like, the specific items you know you've eaten might be helpful here.
Right, I'm just trying to think of things that are either, like, cement or glue.
Remember, it's casting a spell isn't just, like, ejecting the thing back out again and then it exists again.
Yeah.
You're using the properties of
Okay.
the thing to cast a spell.
I'm gonna use the properties of a metaphor then. Since I've consumed a lot of foundation, I'd like to cast a spell to make a foundation for this tower thingy.
All right, what's the spell? Tell me about it. Tell me about its name and what it does.
Unfortunately, TVs don't speak a language comprehensible to human ears.
Yeah, but to me, you Sterling, tell me what the spell is called.
Well, now I have to think of things. My clever plan failed. What would you call a spell that makes a thing for a tower? Do concrete mixers have a name, or are they just called concrete mixers?
I would just call it concrete mixer, but
I feel like, you know, the big things with the circles that make lots of concrete. I feel like that is a name, but
yeah,
it's completely unrelated.
like a rotating drum.
Yeah. Spell of create concrete.
All right. You cast the drum's magnificent rotation.
There you go.
And from your screen spills a flood of concrete that hardens instantly, fusing the orbital pillar to the ground at a not an ideal angle, but
Passable.
whatever's on top of it will probably survive.
That's good enough for me.
You lose 20 size, taking you down to 62, and you lose the status chunky.
Great. I don't really want to interact with this orbital column anymore. So
That's
I think I have to leave the Pepsi Foundation.
All right. You head off in a direction other than the direction that leads you to the business you just inhaled. And as you turn to leave, the mantis woman, dragging an unwilling Kirby by the hand, says, "Hey, you know you can't just she's having a hard time keeping up with you because she is dragging her employee by the wrist, and you also take much bigger steps than her."
I hover much quicker.
Yeah, yes. Metaphorical steps.
Metaphorical steps.
Eventually she gives up, because there's no way she can keep pace with you, and you don't seem to be paying her any heed.
No.
After wandering for a bit, you reach a big ol' fuck-off tree. Like a fucking Yggdrasil type tree. this tree is real big. Like, you're pretty big. You're a 62 size CRT TV.
Right.
This tree's like 100 times your size. It's so tall. It's got houses up in it, just sort of jammed haphazardly into the trees. Into the branches. It does not look like a tree house or a treehouse community that was constructed in this tree. It looks like someone loaded some houses onto a big ol' fucking trebuchet and launched them into here.
Hello, I'm back.
Hi,
Hi.
Alex.
What's happening?
Okay, so quick rundown of what happened while you were looking at the menu, so to speak. Kurt ate enough shelves to become big enough to eat the foundation, the Pepsi Foundation, a makeup store. Kurt extracted the mongoose, whose name you now know is Kirby, and the mongoose's manager, who is a mantis lady, before eating the establishment whole, which, as you might expect, caused the orbital column to start tipping over.
Yes.
Kurt then cast the spell, the drum's magnificent rotation, and some concrete came out and fused it to the ground at not an ideal angle, but everyone up there is probably fine if a little bit tipped over. And now Kurt has gone off in a different direction, to the attempted protest of the manager, but she couldn't keep up with it, so Kurt has just happened upon an enormous tree into which it looks like houses have been flung haphazardly. Alex, let's cut back to you. Sorry, Stump, let's cut back to you. What you doing? The last thing we heard was you were trying to decide what to do at the bar.
Yeah. Well, what I was going to do is I was going to cast monetize, taking my shininess from the glasses and the stickers and turning those magically into dollars.
Okay.
And into some sort of coin, and I'm going to give them to the barista and go,
I would like some cake.
Oh, what you now, sweetie? Oh, that's lovely. Hey, what you got for me there? Are those fucking? You got rubles? Yeah, whatever. You're just so cute. I can't get enough of you. I can't really behold your being at the moment, but I just get the sense that I want to pinch your cheeks. I'll get that whipped up for you real quick. Like, she does not take any of your money. She turns on her heels and goes back into the kitchen.
I start eating the money.
A smart investment move.
Trickle down economics.
Trickle down from where?
I don't know. All right. I'll deal with the ramifications of that in a second. Alex, as the bear turns to go back into the kitchen and start making your cake, she grabs a whole bunch of hairnets and starts putting them over every inch of her body. Okay, you eat the money you just made.
Yes.
You gain. Oh, how much size did you lose? Whatever, it doesn't matter. You gain 2 size, which I think puts you back at 9. Yeah, you gain
small.
You gain 2 size, puts you back at 9. And you gain the status. Oh fuck, Alex, work with me here.
Valuable.
Valuable is quite good. Yeah, so you're currently sticky.
Kinda clean.
Sticky, kinda clean, and valuable.
Ant poison.
Ant poison. Okay. After a couple feet, the bear comes back out of the kitchen, and says, "Your cake is ready." Oh my, I can't even bear to look at you. I'm just gonna hand it to you without looking. The plate tips over and the cake falls on the ground.
I eat it.
All
I
right.
eat it off the ground.
You eat Stump eats the cake off of the ground. You gain 1 size and the status "so sweet boy."
You're just becoming more and more ant poison.
Mm-hmm.
The bear behind the bar, by the way, does not seem to have noticed the fact that her restaurant is now at like is now executing a mean lean at like a 45-degree angle.
It's fine.
I mean, would you notice if the Earth was suddenly at a 45-degree? Wait, never mind. I don't. I'm.
All right, we're gonna cut back over to Kurt. You're at the trunk of this tree.
And learning what a sphere is.
And learning what a sphere is. There's probably something about that in Pepsi Weekly.
Spheres.
About what a
Redesign
sphere
your
is.
logo.
Oh, I'm
We know
so
what
glad we're
redesign-
recording this stream. I'm so glad this is the one we decided to record.
Redesign your sphere.
We know how to sphere it.
Makes
Okay, so
sense.
you mentioned that the house seemed to have been thrown by a big trebuchet. Is there
For
by any
example.
chance a big trebuchet around?
Not that you can see.
Unfortunate. What kind of tree is this?
This is like a fucking California redwood, fucking sequoia, fucking tall ass motherfucker. Got fucking. It's fucking deciduous. It's got fucking needles and cones in it and shit.
Yeah, redwoods are a flat pine, because they're not pine trees. I don't know why I said that, but their branches grow out flat and their needles grow out flat. So I would like to start hovering from branch to branch and ascend this tree.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. You're able to do that without much effort thanks to your sticky status.
Yeah.
But it does wear down a bit, and by the time you reach the first house, which is like 90% of the way to the top of the tree, they're all way up there. By the time you reach the first
Right.
house you can see, you are no longer sticky. But you are
Cool.
but you are on the front porch of this tree house.
Oh, I'm on the front porch, so the house is bigger than me.
Well, the house is about the same size as you. But you know, you're in front of it. You're in front of the house.
I'd like to knock on the door.
All right. Okay, explain to me how you're knocking on the door.
Ramming into it full force.
Okay. You knock the tree out of you knock the house out of the tree.
Oh no.
It begins its
Uh-oh.
long, arduous plummet to the floor below.
No.
And as it does, you can see a family of hummingbirds fly out the left-hand window from where you're facing. And
Okay.
they fly back up to the branch where their house once stood, and they say, "Hey, what the fuck? What?"
I'm very sorry about that. I meant to knock, but I am a TV.
Oh, okay, all right, okay, all right, okay. Yeah,
That was a
alright.
rather large house for some hummingbirds.
They're like Kirby-sized hummingbirds.
Oh, okay. I feel bad about breaking your house. Can I do anything for you?
I mean, what? Money to buy a new house would be good. Because our house is like super destroyed from the fall to the ground.
I think I can offer you some capital.
Is that so?
Yes.
Okay.
I ate a business earlier, and
okay, all right, okay. Okay. Do you think it would like rest comfortably on the branches where we've made our home, where our home was until a couple of seconds ago? Do you think the business you ate, you could like put it there and we could live in it and it didn't have to be a business, it could just be our new house? Because it seems like you might have a house adjacent object inside of you. I should mention, when I say the family is saying this, they're like switching off every few words, but it's seamless.
Right. Yes, I can give you this building. Probably.
Oh,
Maybe.
I would love that. I would love that. We would love that. We would love that. If you could do that. If you could, like, put it there. There. Like, just, they sort of gesture around themselves to the cluster of branches their house was sitting on.
I would like to cast OSHA compliance.
You cast OSHA compliance. And using your chunkiness and the makeup store you consumed, you construct a beautiful new home for these these three moderately sized hummingbirds. I mean, well, beautiful is a strange word, is a strange way of describing it. It is like a perfect cube with with one entrance and exit. Because it is the most OSHA compliant. It is the most OSHA compliant building in the universe, and thus it is not particularly interesting to look at because it needs to be the safest object ever beheld.
Right.
OSHA's compliant home.
OSHA's compliant home is pretty fucking good.
So is it like affixed to the branch, since it would be unsafe to just put it?
Yes, it is. It is in fact. It does in fact appear to be like permanently affixed, and permanently and inseparably affixed to the trunk itself with support beams out the fucking wazoo.
Looking like a fucking porcupine over here.
Absolutely. And the hummingbirds behold their new home, and they flit on it and check out the interior, and they're like, so why is it all covered in like foam padding on the inside?
I don't know. Sorry about that. And I'm gonna just leave. I've done what I meant to do here.
The hummingbirds are like, for the first time in this hummingbird's family's life, every single one of them is lost for words. Stump.
Mm-hmm. I'm gonna climb the thing that says you're not supposed to climb it.
You're gonna climb the menu.
I've waited long enough. Yeah, I'm gonna climb the menu. I also, while I'm going up, I still have the glasses, yeah?
Yes, you still have the glasses.
I'm going to use the glasses, to cast, Lectivore, and I'm going to eat the words off of the menu as I'm climbing up.
Again, the only words you can see are the many lobster dishes, cake, and Dr. Pepper Light. All of the other words are obscured by magical shadow.
Dr. Pepper Light. This is the universe where PepsiCo replaced the United States government in terms of imperialism.
There's no Pepsi up here. There was Dr. Pepper.
Yeah,
I
Dr.
think
Pepper
Dr. Pepper
owned
is a
by
PepsiCo product.
Alright,
That was an accident on my part, but I think it's the case.
Yeah, that is in fact PepsiCo. Bless
there-
you.
Are there other copies of the menu just around?
That would be tremendously inefficient.
I think it would be funny though.
So you're gonna try and climb the menu?
I'm gonna try and climb the menu.
You get up to where the first lobster dish is listed, and your hand. I still know nothing about what your character looks like, so I'm gonna go ahead and say hand. Feel
Nope.
free to correct me if you come up with something, but your
No hand.
hand,
No hand.
your appendage, passes ineffectually through the part of the menu clouded by shadow.
I am going to eat some of the lamps and or lights that I presume can be found.
Yeah. On the underside of the stones suspended in the air,
I'm also going to eat them.
that allow the servers to traverse the establishment without disturbing the guests, are some hanging lanterns. Although, they did not execute the mean lean along with the rest of the establishment, so they're floating a little bit away from the actual platform where the restaurant is. Things we know about Stump. Sweet boy, no hands.
That's all you need to know.
I'm going to eat some silverware.
Okay.
And using the silverware and the stickers, I am going to cast magnesis, and I'm going to magnetically pull myself towards the lanterns.
Okay. Epic.
And then I am going to eat them.
Okay. So you consume silverware. Gain. I mean, how much silverware? Like a plate's worth? Like a table's worth?
A couple tables.
Okay, so a big round table at this restaurant seats 6 people. You eat 2 tables worth. That's 12 people's worth of silverware. That gets you 5 size and the attribute. You regain shiny, and you gain pointy.
Pointy.
You cast magnesis and immediately lose shiny and pointy, and sticky for that matter. As you expend the last of your stickers, you lose 10 size. You've been reduced to 4.
About 3.
And you have successfully made your way over to one of the lamps hanging off of these floating stones. The stones are visibly distressed about being so far away from the restaurant. And there are still some servers just hanging out on top of some of them, clutching their platters of food and trying not to fall very far.
Well, I'm going to eat the lantern first things first.
Okay, you're gonna eat the lantern you're hanging off of.
Yes.
Okay. You eat the lantern you are hanging off of. You gain 2 size and the status luminous, and you begin to fall.
Can I magnet to another one?
Yeah, I'd say yeah. Okay. Magnesis is still in effect. You zip on over to another lantern. You're gonna eat that one as well?
Yes.
Okay. You eat another lantern. Your luminous status is upgraded to incandescent. and you have one more remaining use of magnesis.
I'm gonna
Oh, and you gain one
magnet-
size. You're up to 6.
Oh yeah. I'm going to magnet myself back to the restaurant now.
Okay. What at the restaurant are you targeting?
I'm targeting the bear. Bears are metal.
Bears are metal.
Bears do have an extremely high iron content from all the Pepsi.
Well, Pepsi, which also has a high iron content.
I mean, they eat the cans.
Yeah.
And,
No,
Pepsi cans are pure iron.
But also Pepsi.
Yeah, I
Pepsi
recall there being a lot of iron in Pepsi cans.
Yeah, I mean, no, Pepsi the drink does also just have a lot of iron in
This
it.
is true. It's very good for you.
It's 100%
extraordinarily good for you. So good for you to drink.
So you magnet over to the bartender bear, and in fact the owner of the restaurant. Do you stop before slamming straight into her?
Yes.
Okay. You stop. You skid to a stop, standing.
Sure.
Standing on the countertop, considerably larger and brighter than you left.
Mm-hmm. I am going to use one of the lanterns and the glasses, which I presumably still have.
Sure.
And I'm going to cast
50% water, 50% iron solution.
I'm going to cast luminous legibility lenses.
Okay, that's pretty fucking good.
Yeah, and I'm gonna read the menu.
All right. You cast luminous legibility lenses, scattering the magical shadow to the four winds, who carry it away while chuckling silently to themselves. So I'm not sure how you would know that. Well, you can sort of see it in their bellies. They got big belly laughs. The four winds do. But the smoke is gone, and the rest of the menu is revealed. It is John Milton's Paradise Lost.
I'm now going to slurp the entire menu like a spaghetti.
Okay.
Y'all chew your spaghetti?
Okay, hold on. First of all, you lose 2 size, and the status is luminous. And your incandescence is reined back into luminous. And you lose the status, you already lost reflective. So you are now luminous. Not sticky anymore. Okay, you're at 4 size. You are luminous, so sweet boy, and is that it at this point?
I think so.
Okay. You start. Well, okay. You can't do that. You haven't you haven't casted Lectivore.
Well, I mean, I'm not eating the words anymore. I'm just eating the whole.
Oh, you're just eating the whole fucking menu.
Yeah, the whole fucking menu.
You consume the entire menu. You just sort of wrench it off of its hinges, which it has, which is strange because it can't hinge. It doesn't move. It's not supposed to move, but it is mounted on 2 sets of hinges, each of which prevents it from moving in the other direction.
Classic.
But
it's more stable that way.
you wrench it off of its hinges, lie underneath it, and allow it to fall into your mouth. It takes a while.
It is all of Paradise Lost.
It is all of John Milton's Paradise Lost.
And it's written pretty big on like a single long page. So
rolling like the Star Wars text.
The dead speak.
And you can just watch me slowly getting bigger as more and more of it falls into my mouth.
Okay, so after you have consumed the entirety of this menu, you gain, let's say, 40 size, bringing you up to 44. And you gain the statuses, fishy and long-winded.
Lobsters are not fish, and I really appreciate that. The implication that there is another fishier substance.
It's the cake.
The cake, yeah.
Jake?
It's the cake. All right,
Napkin.
Kurt, what you up to? You've just caused and solved a housing crisis.
Yeah! Just like every Democrat. Okay, I'm gonna keep...
No, Democrats don't solve
They don't solve them.
crises.
I realized my mistake. Okay, I'm climbing more.
Climbing more. Going up further on the tree. Be careful you don't knock as much. Although you have lost 50 size, because you got rid of the store.
Right.
I don't remember the precise number. I think you're down to, like, let's say 20. 20 seems safe. And you're no longer chunky.
Yeah.
Are you just gonna keep going up to the very top? Are you gonna stop at the next house you see, or what?
I'd like to stop at the next house.
Alright. I think you can more safely knock on this one.
I'm still a little shocked by the last experience.
You are 50
so I'm gonna
size smaller.
Well, yeah, I'm just gonna yell, I can't knock on your door.
You yell, I can't knock on your door, and the door, like, immediately with the ending of your sentence bangs open, and there is a wallaby standing there in like, red polka dot boxers and a wife beater that's like got Cheeto dust on it. And this wallaby, amid his fur, you can detect a 5 o'clock shadow somehow. And he says, "Yeah, I can see that. You're a TV."
Nope. And I'm gonna leave and look for the next house.
Yep. He closes the door. The next house is not a house at all, but a small bird bath. It's about half your size, and it's filled with Mountain Dew Baja Blast.
Is that a PepsiCo product?
I don't think so.
It might be.
It might be.
I think that might be a Coke product.
Might be. This is an area of extreme contention. There are some jays and magpies and other corvids hanging out in this bird bath, just sort of lounging in it hot tub style. They are wearing leather jackets, and they've got fucking pompadours.
Right.
Fuck do you want?
There's nothing I can eat here, so nothing. Enjoy your bath, and I'm gonna leave.
No, you don't want a sip of our Baja Blast?
No, you are sitting in it.
That's fair. We shit in this a lot.
Excellent.
like there's Mondo shit in here. You wouldn't even believe it. Like, it just sort of blends in with the color of the I think it's dissolved in here. Like, this stuff is basically acid.
Get a pool filter, and I'm gonna leave.
Yeah. Not many places deliver... nah, they're gone. Baja Blast bird soup.
That's normal Baja Blast, actually.
You continue going up. The next domicile you encounter is a yurt.
Oh, I love a yurt.
Love yurts.
It's a plainly adorned yurt. It's got a live, laugh, love sign over the door, and also a live, laugh, love welcome mat.
So you really have to live, laugh, and love here.
You gotta.
The yurt is made of a repeating live, laugh, love pattern.
Like textile pattern, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, this seems like a semi-acceptable location. I'd like to once again yell, "I can't knock on your door."
Oh, that's fine. And the door, or the scrap of fabric that passes for it, rolls up, and behind it is a yak. A real
Oh, I
crusty,
love a yak.
a real crusty looking yak, but you know, she seems chill. Yeah, I mean, I can see by your lack of appendages that it might be difficult to knock in general, but there ain't nothing to knock on here, baby. It's all made out of fucking fabric.
Okay. Is there anything in your house, sorry, fabric, that I can eat?
You can call it a house. You can call it whatever the heck you want. I don't really mind. Oh, I got some gazpacho in the fridge. Made it last week. Still good.
I would like to eat your gazpacho, please.
Yeah, I bet you would. My gazpacho's known worldwide for its quality. I'll get you a bowl. Hold on, sweetum.
Bull?
What?
Nothing.
What?
I said a bowl?
Yeah, do you know what gazpacho is?
Yes.
It
I guess it is supposed to be a soup. In my house, we just drink it out of cups like
Oh
humans.
yeah, that's right, you fucking animals. I forgot about that. You need to do every stream from now on in character as Yak Yurt Lady. I am pretty proud of her.
Yeah, for a character you came up with 100% on the fly, this does slap pretty hard.
I'll be just a moment. Hold on. And she retreats back into her yurt, which you're not really sure how she does because she looks like she takes up most of it. It's not very large, but she does come back with a nice cold bowl of gazpacho, and she's like, "Here, if you need any more, there I got some more, of course. I got some spoons if that's what you're into, because I know not everybody is."
I don't know what a spoon is, and I'm gonna absorb the soup out of the bowl.
Oh, that's beautiful. Nature's majesty at work. Do you want the bowl, or should I take it back?
Is the bowl special?
Nah, it's a bowl. It's a bowl. Nothing special. Everything's special. It's a bowl.
Alright, I do not want it. Thank you. I'm gonna
alright.
leave.
Alright, I'll treasure the memory of our meeting forever in my heart. Oh, they're gone. Oh yeah. A nice gold bowl of the spotch!
You guys remember the TV show Chowder?
Yes.
I did. I only watched it like I liked the show, but I never watched it because my sister didn't like it, and I only ever watched TV when my sister was in the room, basically. But that's fine. Maybe I'll watch it at some point because I remember it being good, but my sister didn't like it.
It is decently funny for a children's cartoon.
Yeah. Had some funny like meta animation gags and stuff.
Yeah.
All right.
My favorite bit is now the animators are gonna have to draw all this
fire, yeah. Kurt continues up the trunk of the tree. Meanwhile, we're gonna hop on over back to Stump and see what they're doing. Stump doesn't fucking need a gender. It's just a sweet boy.
Whatever floats your ass.
Whatever. Whatever floats your ass.
Saline injections.
Mm-hmm.
Huh. That is my gender.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see. I've consumed the entire menu at this point.
It's true.
Yes.
You've eaten
Um,
one item off of the menu, and then eaten the menu itself, which is mostly a beautiful transcription of John Milton's Paradise Lost on a single sheet of paper.
Uh-huh.
What you gonna do now in this tilty restaurant of bears and lobsters?
A tilty restaurant of bears and lobsters is my next YA novel.
Yeah, that's the next installment in the Game
No,
of Thrones.
no. The series is called Of Bears and Lobsters. The subtitle of the second book is a tilty restaurant.
Right.
We all know this.
We all know this. Everyone knows this. Can I see the tree?
From here? Sure, yeah.
How? Because I went all the way up the orbital column, so can I see the top?
Yeah, you can see the top of the tree.
All right. I'm going to cast paraglider found.
Okay. I assume this lets you find a paraglider?
Well, yeah, I'm making a big paraglider out of the folded up menu.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And
Oh, a paper airplane.
yeah, but with a me taped to it.
Right.
And I'm gonna
A me from the hit Nintendo, me.
Mhm. No, that's not what Stump looks like. Stump looks like a lobster with he's a lobster with a shonen anime protagonist face.
Okay. How does Stump feel about all of the lobster being served here?
That's fine.
Okay, yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah, okay,
that's just how it
okay, alright, okay. Have you guys noticed the theme of tonight's session of Eat and Grow?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
An-
I'm gonna fly over to
Animals?
the top of the tree.
Okay, well, you are level with the tree. You can't reach the top of the tree with a glider. But you can get relatively near the top of the tree.
Can I use the lantern to cast?
Lucy, stop doing that.
I want to use the lantern to cast.
Hi, Alexa.
I want to think of
Hi.
a fun
Hi,
pun
Alexa.
Hi.
for this. Oh, I'm gonna use it to cast Roman candle. I'm gonna.
Excellent.
propel
Okay.
myself
Hey, do you remember?
like-
Do you remember? How much size the menu gave you?
A lot. I'm very small now, which is good.
Okay. Yeah. I'd say you're back down to 4 size. You lose long-winded and fishy.
Lucy. Oh, Christ.
And you use your lobster-scented. you use your lobster-scented, very wide hang glider and a lantern to elevate yourself over to the top of this tree. Unfortunately, right before you reach the top of the tree, the lantern finally catches the glider on fire, and it burns to a crisp as you catch onto a branch near the top of the tree.
I'm so little and small.
You're very small.
I'm gonna eat some leaf.
Leaf consumption hours.
Leaf consumption
Leaf.
hours. Yeah, you gonna eat them?
That's all hours.
I'm gonna eat some leaf.
Gonna eat some leaf.
Gonna eat a lot of leaf.
These are pine needles, is what they are.
It's a kind of leaf.
It's a kind of leaf,
Sort of.
but they are specifically pine needles. So, good news, you regain sticky.
Good news.
Good news. I figured out what the
We were
pine-
all waiting.
You eat some pine needles. You gain, let's say, 3 size, you regain sticky, and you gain the status punctured.
Punctured. That's fine.
You got holes in you now, brother. More than
That's just
usual.
That's just how it is.
More than
The
usual.
structural integrity of your shell is compromised.
That's fine. I want to climb up. I want to get to the tippy top.
It doesn't take long. You are very close to the top. You are now at the very top of the tree. It tapers to a perfect point. It tapers to a perfect point and suspended above only when you get to the very top of the tree and you get up on your tippy toes as much as you can because you're a lobster. Stump's a lobster. Stump's
A lobster
not a
with. Well, I'm a lobster with a shonen anime protagonist face.
Yes, I am going to,
As you do.
I am going to draw this, and it's going to be terrible. I am going to draw the adventures of Stump and Kurt.
Oh, I am in fact drawing Kurt. I had to Google what a CRTV looks like
Oh,
'cause I
lol?
forgot.
Nice.
Yeah, I was going to do Stump when I started, but Alex had not told us what this was.
Yeah. So yeah, Alex did say that, and it's fine if you zoned out because this is a bit of a weird stream. I'll be the first to admit. Oh, Nose is also drawing Kurt.
CRTVs are boxes.
Baby
It's not.
Wolverine.
It's an easy thing to visualize once you remember what a CRTV is.
Okay, so only when balancing on the very tippy top of this tree do you see the dome.
The dome.
There's a fucking planetarium at the top of this tree.
Nice.
Standing on the ground, if you look up, you see void. You look to your left or right, you see the ruined foundation of a makeup store and a tree, but beyond that you see void. You look down, you see the ground, but the ground is so featureless as to be void. You look behind you, you see a bird cage with a bear sitting in it. He's getting near the end of his magazine. You look up from the top of this tree, you see stars. You see stars, you see planets, you see in the distance swirling galaxies, supernovae exploding and unexploding as if reversed in time, one after the other, quickly it's hard to take it all in. You see a bear, not like a constellation of a bear. She's
Stop
moving.
there.
She's moving closer to you. It looks like she's coming in from outer space. I mean, if outer space is a thing, this looks like a dome onto which planets are being projected. You can't see a projector. There's a bear coming towards you.
Love that. Big fan of that.
That's ideal.
Yeah.
As the bear gets closer, you can see she's wearing a nice white blouse. She's wearing a black apron. She's wearing some big old glasses. She's got some gnarly mutton chops. Big old mustache. Carrying a
I
platter.
think this is going.
Carrying a platter of various lobster dishes and one cake. The cake falls off of the platter.
Can I eat it?
Yeah, I think so. I think the cake falls close enough to you that you can eat the cake.
Yeah, as soon as I see it falling, I ravenously scurry underneath it, flip over, and open my mouth so that it falls into it.
You gain one size. And the status Cloy Boy.
Wow.
Loy boy.
Ain't that something?
The bear lands on a branch a little bit down from you. Because you are standing on the very tip of this tree. It's very small. Not much space to land. She says, Oh my goodness, I thought I thought I'd never see you again after all I went through. Oh my god. I can't stand it. Oh, you're just too much. I can't stand it. One of the lobster dishes falls off.
No, the earlier comment about...
What, Sterling?
Oh, I was gonna say the earlier comment about Stump being too cute to handle is much funnier now.
Yeah.
That's not how I would describe that.
Oh god. Okay. Kurt. You're
Yes.
continuing to make your way up the trunk of the tree?
Yes.
All right. You pass you pass a picturesque. Well, you pass what looks like a picturesque like residential section where all of the houses look pretty much the same as
Right.
the fucking it's a hummingbird's house that you knocked off. Very,
Right.
very very samey, very like I don't know, 50s white picket fence asshole house.
Right.
The kind of house I live in. Well, not really.
Yeah, my house also looked like this.
Yes. And once you've made your way through that arduous situation, there's a castle.
Castle.
There's a medieval ass castle.
Wowza.
Oh, I forgot to mention what happened with the gazpacho. You gain one size.
what?
You're cold.
I'm cold.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, we love to see it.
An asshole. It's not an ass castle. There could be asses inside, but you don't know. You'd have to go in and check. There's a flag. There's a flag flying from the from the topmost turret at the center of this castle's most guarded area, and the flag says "Happy Arbor Day 2073."
2073. Is there an entrance to the castle?
Yeah, there's a big old fucking portcullis that's been pulled up. It is in its upmost position. You can waltz right on into the main courtyard.
I would like to do this.
You waltz right on into the main courtyard. The king is holding.
Oh wow,
The king is holding court.
cool.
All of his courtesans are frolicking about in the field.
Is there
That's
anything
important.
around that
There's
I
a
can eat?
there's a tennis court.
I'd like to eat the tennis court.
You're not quite large enough to eat the tennis court. You can't eat the net.
I'd like to eat the net.
You eat the net. You gain, let's say, 7 size, bumping you up to 28 total.
Love it.
And the status webbed.
Webbed. You said there was a flag somewhere.
There's a flag flying from the topmost tower of the castle's most guarded sanctum.
I want to eat it.
You want to eat the Arbor Day flag.
Yeah.
Well, you're gonna have to talk to the king, won't you? If you want to get into the most guarded segment of the castle.
I suppose I do. I'm gonna talk to him.
At the center of this grand festival is a little rat on a throne.
A rat?
He's wearing a little crown. There are emeralds and rubies and amethysts embedded in the crown. It's a small crown, the kind of crown that would fit a rat. This is a regular rat-sized rat. The rat
It's
says,
a rat-sized rat.
The rat says, "I'm the king."
Right.
You know,
Alright.
um,
Hello, little rat.
welcome to
I'd
my
like
welcome
to
to my
eat your
cat.
flag.
Welcome to my castle.
Hello.
Hi.
I'd like to eat your flag.
Well, that flag is really special to me. So you're gonna have to do something for me if you wanna like take my special flag that I worked really hard to get.
That's fine.
I'm the
Can I
king.
eat something else, please?
I'm the king.
Yes.
Well, I got some pies. I got some pies in the freezer. I could warm them up for you in the microwave. We don't have an oven here. I haven't built the oven yet. I'm the king.
What kind of oven?
I'm gonna
What
build,
kind of oven?
I'm gonna build the oven when I'm older. My dad says that I can build the oven when I turn 5, but right now I'm 4 3/4, so I can't build the oven yet. I'm the king.
Do you want? Is it an electric or a gas oven? Stove. I'm thinking of stove.
It's an electric oven. It shocks the food until it gets hot.
I can do this. I can make it.
You can build the oven, but my dad said, how old are you?
5 and 1 day.
5 and 1 day. Wow, that's really convenient, isn't it? I'm the king. I'm the king,
Yes.
and I'm appointing you my official oven builder.
Great. Where do you want the oven?
You should ask my dad.
Where?
My dad lives over there, and the rat points to a little door that it looks like you could just barely squeeze through, into a little shed.
Okay, I'm gonna enter the shed. Why does the king's father live in the shed?
The king's father lives in a shed. You go
What
into the
kind
shed.
of monarchy is this?
you go into the shed, and the king's father, who is a rat, is sitting there in a little chair that it looks like the rat might have whittled himself. The rat is ever so slightly larger than the other rat outside, who's the king. And he says,
I'm not sure if the rat outside is the king or not.
and he says, "My son, the king, he appointed you oven builder.
Yes.
This is most unprecedented in all my years as the king's father. 4 3/4 of them, to be specific."
The rat's what got you.
Yeah, let's. This is just how this goes.
In all my years of being the king's father, 4 3/4 of them to be specific, never has my son, the king, appointed someone else to build the oven. He's been waiting all this time to build the oven, and now, a quarter of a year before his oven building, he would appoint someone else. You must have really reached my son somehow, and for this, I shall present you the instructions. And the rat reaches into his pocket, which he has. You didn't notice until now, but he is wearing big old Jinko jeans.
It's the latest trend here, apparently.
Yeah. he retrieves a little folded piece of paper. And it says, and on the piece of paper
Use your words. Use your words.
are instructions on how to build an oven. He hands you the piece of paper. It's folded up.
I'm going to eat it. So it's going to just hover into my screen.
Mm-hmm. You eat the instructions on how to build the oven. and you autocast oven. Instantly, an oven is emitted from your screen, and the king's
problem is, I only came to ask where the oven goes.
I
still don't know.
You eat the instructions and you autocast oven, and an oven is emitted fully formed from your screen, and the king's father, the rat, who is the king's father, says, "Okay, all right, okay, okay, all right, okay, okay, all right, okay." Stump.
Yes.
Stump, what's up with you?
Why have you left your domain?
I mean, it wasn't my choice. I got abducted. I got sort of spirited away, whisked away to a different world. It was crazy. Oh, I can't even talk to you. I can't look at you. You're just, you're too much. I can't stand it.
B.
Yes?
Did you just stop? I thought it sounded like you cut out, and I was like, oh.
Yeah,
did
the
I
last
die
thing I
again?
said was I can't stand it.
Oh, okay.
What removed you from your domain?
I don't rightly know. I was making cake, as I am often wont to do, and you know, I just sort of fell. I fell backwards, as I am often wont to do, and the cake fell on the floor, and I didn't fall on the floor, even though I was gonna fall on the floor, but the floor wasn't there, and then I was in space, and I don't even know what the fuck space is, but I was there, and it was, I can't even talk about it. Oh, it was, Now I'm here, but that's okay, cause I'm with you now, and
While this is happening, I'm going to absent-mindedly just take a bite out of a branch.
Yeah. You gain 1 size.
I love to gain size while people are talking to me.
Up to 29.
Mhm. So, is the planetarium, like, on the tree, or is it just, like, big above everything?
Big above well, big above the tree specifically. You cannot see this from anywhere else except the very top of this tree.
Mhm. I'm gonna start climbing down the tree.
Okay. You start climbing down the tree. You step down from the topmost branch of the tree. The starscape behind you vanishes. Like instantly. No pomp and circumstance. It is not there. Are you just sort of climbing your way down the trunk?
Yes.
Excellent. You start making your way down the tree trunk. And you run into another lobster. A live one, not a cooked one. A lobster much like yourself, except, it's got a normal lobster face and not a horrid anime boy face. The lobster says, because it has, lobster bits for a face.
Yes.
Lobster communication.
From this, okay, you're a lobster with a horrid anime face, but you're a lobster.
Yes.
From this lobster's chitterings, you can gather that.
I'm a lobster on my mother's side.
Yes. Your father is Nagito Komedo.
What?
What? Okay, maybe not. Maybe not Nagito Komeda.
No, when I said it, I was thinking more of a Midoriya. It's for really
Oh,
bad.
okay.
Make it really quite
Your
bad.
father is All Might.
Don't like that. All Might fucked a lobster. It's canon.
Your stepfather is All Might. All Might married a lobster. It's canon.
That's
Okay.
very funny is the problem.
Okay. From the chitterings of this lobster, you can gather that this lobster has lived on this tree its whole life.
Mhm.
And up until not very long ago, it spoke in real human sentences with words.
Uh-huh.
And then the king moved in.
Okay. Colonial motherfucker.
And the king was fine. But it was his dad that did a real fuckler's trick to the whole damn tree.
What?
And a whole bunch of other places for that matter. The king's father.
Who isn't the king?
No, it's the king's father. The king's father did a whole bunch of middlingly nasty to mildly inconvenient things to people.
Like taking away this dude's voice?
Like taking away this dude's voice, like, I don't know, fucking gluing a bear to the floor, for example.
Oh, okay. I understand now.
The gluing a bear to the floor example was just the lobster spitballing as to other stuff this dude might have done. And the lobster, entreats you to please give this dude a stern talking to.
This can be done.
I'm going to continue skittering down the tree.
There aren't many homes this far up. You're only now getting into the more crowded residential district of the tree. And ahead of you, you can see a handsome castle built of stone and brick and mortar and heavily fortified, but open at the front.
I walk in.
You walk in. There are courtesans caterwauling and cavorting in the field.
Some of them they're just fucking yelling.
Yes.
Ah!
Two courtesans are playing a game of tennis with no net. There's a small rat on a throne with a beautiful little crown. And out of a door to a small shed off to the right side of the courtyard hovers a CRT. A CRT TV with constantly displaying static.
Want to eat the tennis ball. Want to go.
After a rather impressive volley of 179 hits in a row, you rather rudely interrupt the tennis game by jumping from one net pole to the other, eating the ball in between. You gain one size and the status bouncy.
I try to land on the other one, but I bounce.
This is true. You and like it's a pole, so you like bounce at an angle. And one of the courtesans looks like they're thinking about hitting you, but decided it would be rude.
The image of two, like, pompously dressed, like, powdered wig wearing fucking British monarchy motherfuckers playing tennis on a modern tennis court, and instead of a ball, it's a lobster with an anime voice.
Yeah, that's an image I don't think anyone else in the world has ever thought of or come up with.
I think I've made a pretty good game.
Yes.
Alright, I go up to the king and I go,
Are you the king?
I'm the king.
Where is your witch father?
Okay, which father or my dad?
Are not the same?
No, I've got my dad and my father who is a witch. I'm the king though. I'm the king.
Mm.
My dad lives in that shit over there. My witch father is I don't remember. I need membly juice.
Membly juice.
I think my dad knows where the membly juice is, but I forget. It's an awful bitch that way, huh? Aw, man. Don't tell my dad I swore.
I swear that he's not supposed to say his awful bitch.
I'm going to skitter over to the shed.
Skitter over to the shed. The door's still open. Unless you closed it, Kurt.
No, this
Okay.
is a TV.
Right, Kurt isn't good at, like, closing. Kurt's door etiquette is pretty much out the window.
Yeah, it is out the door. Because the door is never
because the
closed.
door is never closed. Stump, you skitter through the open doorway into the king's dad's hut, shack. There are some pieces of a disassembled oven on the floor. And the room is pretty nicely furnished. The king's father is the king's dad is a slightly larger rat than the king. He says, "Welcome. It is an honor to have you within these walls. May I ask, who are you?"
Stump.
Stump.
Splinter from the Ninja Turtles. That's what this is.
What?
You sound like you're doing Splinter from the Ninja Turtles.
Not intentionally, but I guess.
He's a rat,
Mm.
and he sounds like that.
Mm.
Have you been causing all manner of mischief and misfortune?
No. I wouldn't dream of it. I
That-
love my son, the king, and I have been guarding these parts for when he turns 5. But plans have changed. Now I am guarding these parts for no reason in particular. Perhaps we shall go out and join the celebration.
That is disappointing. It would have been funny if you had been causing mischief and all manner of misfortune.
Oh. Well. Is there anything else you wanted to ask me?
I'm going to cast
Oh, yeah. Have a good night, Nos. Thank you for sticking with us for so long.
Oh my god, it's almost 10 p.m.
I'm glad it was a good time.
Yeah, we should wrap up.
Yeah,
soon,
yeah.
given that we, like-
I'm attempting to wrap up.
Wait, can I cast one more spell?
Yeah. Please. No. Yeah. It's fine. I'm just bringing things to a sort of,
I'm going to cast Unnecessarily Mobile Pine Needle. Using the tennis ball and the pine needles. I'm going to make a pine needle that just bounces everywhere and pokes things.
Mm. Are you going to unleash it inside the king's dad's shack?
Inside the
Okay.
king's father's Shaquille O'Neal?
No, it's not the king's father. It's the king's dad.
The king's dad's Shaquille O'Neal.
The king's dad's Shaquille O'Neal. His own personal Shaq. So you lose 2 size. You lose Sticky again, and you lose Bouncy again, and now you've cast unnecessarily bouncy Pine Needle. And it's bouncing all about the place, poking little holes in the couches and the beanbag chairs. The beanbag chairs are spilling everywhere.
I eat the beans.
All right, you gain 3 size. The beans inside beanbag chairs are maybe the substance on Earth that have the least qualities to them. So you don't get anything.
Oh, I get bean.
That's nothing.
Beanful.
You get nothing. You get nothing for this except 3 size. You are full of beans. All right.
Being full of beans, not a reward.
Bean full of beans.
Are you absolutely ouch? Are you absolutely certain that there is nothing else you wish to ask me ow anything my son might have requested, my son the king?
Where do I put this oven?
Can't think of anything.
and I leave and I close the door so that the needle gets stuck inside.
You hear very faint ow,
Ow. 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 Ow.
you can put the you can put the oven next to my throne so I can make the pies for you. Remember the pies. Remember the pies.
I remember the pies. You are the king.
Hell yeah. What? Oh, sorry. Don't tell my dad I swear.
Okay, I will not. I am a TV.
Thank you.
Okay, I'm gonna put the oven over there.
You put the oven next to the king's throne. The king
With
is
telekinesis, I guess.
the king is delighted. It's the
Yay.
oven. I'm really happy about the oven. I'm the king. Stump scuttles over to your little discussion with the king. Stump is like, sorry. The king says, Did my dad know where the membly juice is?
I forgot about the membly juice.
This always happens. Every time. This always happens. It's really ironic when you think about it. Oh, I remember where the membly juice is.
Do you want beans?
Full of beans.
Do you want beans?
Like what kind of beans? Are we talking like green beans? I like green beans.
I open my mouth and like I'm not casting a spell, I'm just releasing the beans and they just start pouring out of my mouth.
Okay, this is about what I expected. Thank you, I'm the king. I remember where the membly juice is. But in the process I also remembered where my father is. He is at the top of the tower with the top of the heavily guarded tower with the membly juice in his special vial that he keeps in his shorts. He I don't usually think to mention it because it's just a really it's a really plain fixture of my life at this point, but he is wearing big old Jinko jeans. I don't usually think to mention it because it's just sort of a basic fact about my existence is that my father does wear big old Jinko jeans, and in one of those pockets, I think it's the right one. I can't remember. He does keep the membly juice. I'm the king, but my father is not the king, nor is my dad. But that's fine. But it would be really bad if my father was the king because he's a doo-doo head. Dang it! Don't tell my dad I swear.
That is not a swear, little king.
Okay.
Fuck is a swear.
Don't worry. I'm not gonna tell my dad. Anyway, I realize I have been calling it the heavily guarded tower, but it's really only guarded by me. I usually guard it pretty heavily, but you guys are my friends, I think. I hope. So you can just go in there and talk to my father and maybe get him to stop being such a dingus. I'm not gonna apologize for that one. I'm too caught up in the moment. I'm the king. So it's up those stairs if you wanna give him a ring.
Does he have a flag?
I mean he's at the top of the really tall tower, so if you were up there you could probably get the flag if you wanted to.
That one is your flag.
I mean I'm like totally just over the moon about the oven, so you can go ahead and take the flag if you want. It's important to me, but I think it would make you happier than it's made me.
Thank you. Are you the king?
Yeah.
Great. I guess I'm going towards this tower even though I don't have anything to do with the guy at the top of it.
Stump? Are you accompanying Kurt to the top of this tower?
Yes.
Alright. There's a big old spiral staircase inside this tower and not much else. There are some murder holes. None of the people who live in this castle seem like they would be tall enough to shoot a bow and arrow through these. So you're pretty sure they're just for decoration.
It's for people to murder out of.
You mean into?
No, if you're inside the staircase.
Yeah.
And you murder from inside the staircase outward.
That's what the murder hole is for. Murder holes are for shooting arrows out of.
I don't know why I was thinking it was in, but then I realized that if it was in, you would need a second staircase that spirals the first one.
Okay. The staircase is long because the tower is tall, but to get up there takes you no time at all because you are large and you are not small. But it's really high up, so you'd better not fall.
Beautiful.
If you were falling,
then I would you are at the top of the tower now. In a circular room because the tower is circular. You can see there's a ladder leading outside to the roof of the tower, but scattered around this room are vials and vials and vials of brightly colored liquid, from some of which is pouring brightly colored magical smoke and fumes and whatnot. This is a potions lab.
you know I eat the potions. You know I eat the potions.
You make a motion to eat one of these potions, bottle and all, and a voice from underneath the table says,
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
It's already in my mouth.
You hear a snap, and the potion disappears and reappears in the hand of the snapper, who is a rat. A rat slightly larger than the father of the king, who himself was slightly larger than the king.
Now, I've heard tell of your exploits. Almost seems like literally exploitative of the environment around you. Now, I will be the first to admit
Where's the juice?
Oh, what juice you're talking about? I have so much juice. Look at all these juices I got. I got orange juice, pomegranate juice, clementine juice. Oh, the juices I got in here. You don't even know all the juices I got up in this sanctum of mine.
The pocket juice. Juice in your pocket.
Ooh. Ooh, what pockets? What pockets could you be referring to? To what
Boy
pockets
King.
could you be referring?
The Boy King has requested juice.
The Boy King requested the juice. Oh, has he forgotten something again? That's my boy, so forgetful. What a shame. Well, I might be willing to share some of my precious juice with you, but I'm afraid I don't have access to it at the moment, for you see,
He snaps his fingers. You hadn't taken the time to look down below his waistline before now, but there is a conspicuous absence of big ol' Jinko jeans on this motherfucker.
now, I'm afraid I don't have the juice you're looking for. So, if you would kindly... Shoo!
I try to eat another potion.
So impolite. Now, I can't imagine why you would...
And while he's monologuing, you do cram this thing all the way down your anime face, all the way down your little anime gullet. I need to take a drink of water real quick. Hold on.
I forgot that I have the tag valuable.
Ooh, ooh, ooh. I would not have done that.
While he's explaining what kind of potion that was, your ability to hear the words he is saying vanishes. You are deafened. You gain 1 size and begin to slosh.
Who you are aware is now deafened.
What?
Why would you monologue to someone who you are now aware is deafened?
Now, that is an excellent question. Kurt, was it? I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest. I was not expecting the crab to eat the deafness potion. Generally, people who find their way into my sanctum do not just go cramming potions down their gullet willy fucking nilly. No, don't tell James I said that.
I go down the stairs.
Oh, please don't tell James I said that. He'll have my... Oh, he won't like that.
So you start making your way down the stairs.
A rat wedding.
What?
A rat wedding.
You start making your way down the stairs, and while that is happening,
Listen, oh, man, I didn't really think about what would happen if people actually consumed one of my potions. These are real nasty things, I'll be honest with you. Oh man, hold on. Hey, can you... I've done some unpleasant stuff. I really, this has gotten completely out of hand. Would you mind delivering this?
and he hands you another potion.
To your friend, to the crab, to your friend the crab down there. I need to think about some stuff.
And he scurries up the ladder onto the roof.
I will do this thing, but I would like to follow this terrible rat because I want the flag.
Okay. You hover up the ladder after the rat, and he's like,
this is kind of a time sensitive issue. If we got your crab friends here and back.
I don't know why I'm closing my eyes. I've had my eyes closed for most of my narration.
I will give the dog the potion, but I want the flag.
Yeah, I suppose that's fair. It's been up here long enough.
He snaps his fingers. You notice he's wearing some big old Jinko jeans. He pulls a potion out of his back pocket, throws it at the flag, and the flag falls over.
Like the potion bottle doesn't break. Like he just throws it like a baseball, and it bounces off, and it just knocks the flag over.
No. It's very clear that he did not knock the flag over. He chucks the potion at the flag. It bounces off. There's like a beat, and then the flag goes tumbling down to the floor below.
I'm awful sorry. I'm not a very good shot, but it's down there if you want to get it. Speaking of, also down there is your friend, the cat, who needs this potion real bad.
I will give the cow the potion, but I see that you are wearing pants now. Your pants have a drink in it.
Yep, you got me. You saw my, you saw my jeans. Yep, all right, yeah, you saw my jeans. The curse is lifted.
Curse lifted.
Here's the other one. This is just the worst day. This is just the worst. God damn.
And as he says that, the door to the shed slams open, and the king's dad peeks his head out and says,
"There is far too much profanity in this castle this evening."
And and I think that's as good a conclusion as any.
Wait.
Yeah.
I was gonna use the value inside of me and the potion to cast exchange for goods and services, and I was gonna make some mem juice.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
With money and potion.
Yeah, you spend money and a potion. You exchange the money with yourself for the potion inside of you, and procure a phial of membly juice.
I give it to the king.
Give it to the king. The king says, for you cannot hear him,
Well, I don't have the potion anymore.
potion effects just don't just fucking go away when you cast a spell.
Alright, here's the solution. I'm going to drop just drop solidly off of the roof.
Yeah. Drop
And
bodily
on the
off
way
the roof.
down-
You can float, it's fine.
Yeah, on the way down, I will drop the potion I'm supposed to give to my dear friend, the stalagmite. I'll drop it directly on top of.
There's a clonk. There's a cartoon clonk sound effect as the Erlenmeyer flask of hearing potion bounces off of this artichoke's head, and he is once again granted the ability to hear the king say,
The potion.
"I'm the king."
I eat the hearing potion.
Thank you all so much for tuning into the stream, everybody. This was a bit of a strange one. I think I am going to edit this session a little bit and upload it to YouTube because I think that would be pretty funny.
Indeed.
I've
even drawn little avatars, although I'm too pretty to know what an anime is and didn't know what to put for the face.
We will see you on Tuesday for a very special stream indeed. Me and my sister are gonna play Wii music.
Nice.
Nice. Oh yes, because she will be free.
She'll be
from
released
her...
from quarantine.
Good
Good night, everyone.
night.
Good night, everybody.